137 Premiership Week 2 between matchup. It's a Week 2 matchup between GlobalClan.EU and Ascent.EU. If you didn't realize, these guys are from Europe, playing in a European TF2 league. My name is Wandum. Wiethoofd is on production, and my co-caster tonight is the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, TurboTabs.
Hi, son. It's Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Yeah, I don't know where this Dad or Papa meme came from. It just kind of like
it's a bit weird.
When you wake up one day and suddenly everyone's kind of hugging you at LAN and saying like, "Daddy." Please don't call me Daddy.
Let's move on.
Yes.
Today we're watching some Team Fortress 2 Premiership Division between two teams. And like, let's be honest here, TurboTabs. I don't think you look at these two teams and you look at GlobalClan and you're like, oh, that's a cool esports name. Maybe they're good. And you look at the players and then you realize, oh, this is a matchup.
Yeah, just to give everybody a bit of background about this is pretty much the seeded one team, the best team, the team that everyone has pegged to kind of win the game against GlobalClan, who kind of just signed up because Prem didn't have that many sign-ups, and they went like, yeah, sure, why not? So you've got some names in there though. You've got Ixie, you've got Nuthouse. The scouts are quite legendary in some of their previous Prem antics, but everybody else is a bit of a question mark on this team.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you've been around the community, you will recognize some of the other players on GlobalClan, but maybe not for the right reasons. Absolute legends, connoisseurs of TF2 will remember the classic tinyurl.com/greenwrap, which is if you don't know what that is, go look that up afterwards. It's really good. KN is known for having a lot of elo on MGE. And maybe not being the smartest player ever, but he has good aim. So maybe that's a plus. Smile has played Scout for his entire career. He's now on Demoman in Prem for his first season. And Troy has also been around sort of top mid, Div 2 the last couple of seasons as well. Met at Milan. He was really funny because he was a drunk Irishman. And that's my Troy experience.
Well, meanwhile, Ascent, they don't really need much of an introduction, do they? They're Ascent. It's got Classy, Lucas, Pappy, Captain, Thomas, Tiger. I don't even need to dignify the audience out there with the classes. You know what classes they are, because they're just like a masterclass at all of their plays and all of their roles.
Yeah, I actually had today, extraordinarily, if my boss is watching this during my lunch break, time to prepare during work for some of this game, because I realized I hadn't really watched either of the two teams play, and I thought I might as well just do something. So I watched a couple of Ascent games, and I think the important thing you need to realize when going into this game, if you're watching this and you're not quite sure about either of the teams, is that this is if like, I don't want to say that if they get around it's an upset, but we're nearing that. Normally you'd be like, okay, the players on Ascent, they're a little bit higher caliber, they're a step above sort of pretty much most of Prem. If not all of it, maybe you count the players on Swift as being close to that level. But I feel like with GlobalClan, at least coming into this, like we're talking, like it's not one step TurboTabs. It's like a whole staircase between Ascent and GlobalClan,
Yeah, I haven't really got my tally out. I've more got my stopwatch to kind of predict when Ascent.EU are going to kind of wrap things up here. I'm probably going to predict a hefty 5-0, 5-0 coming into it, but who knows? Ascent could kind of, chill in second gear, and GlobalClan could just like sneak around here or there. At this point, if you're GlobalClan, I think you should be focusing more on like what fights were really good in the game or something like that. I know it feels like we're kind of kicking dirt in the eyes of GlobalClan, but these are like players that have been playing for a long time. You need to kind of set your expectations ahead of yourselves, and if you kind of just reach for the stars, you're just going to set yourself up for disappointment.
To realize as well is if there's going to be an upset, it might be this week, because the second map will be Viaduct, and with the funky golden cap rules on that map, I think walking away with a point on that is a little bit easier compared to the rest of the maps. If they are going to get a point, it's probably going to be on Viaduct. But then again, you look across at Ascent and you look at the two scouts, Thomas and Tiger, and you go, okay, maybe not. I guess try again next week, GlobalClan.
I mean, That has piqued my interest before. We have had some Goliaths go down on Pro Doctor, some sort of weird, sort of outsider Prem teams. And who knows? Like, I did tune in a little bit to their week 1 game, their process game, and despite everybody was worried about Smile, he was pounding on that map. I thought he was doing really well. He got top damage. I mean, we'll ignore Snakewater, and because that was a thing, but it's a sad thing that Snakewater is going to be the first map for them tonight. But yeah, 5-0, Ascent.EU, easy peasy.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement. I think if Ascent get anything other than 6 points, they really drop the ball tonight, as we are live. Once again, it's ETF2L Season 37 Premiership Week 2. Global Clan and Ascent.EU battling it out here. We are going live into the first map. It is Snakewater, Smile, and Lucas both arriving to the middle already. Sticky spam is just being exchanged a little bit. KN just spamming top area as well. Now the team really going forward. Oh, there we go. Captain is in so far. He does get taken down pretty much immediately by KN. Not able to find that much damage. Troy does go down, however, as well. And that's Tomac. Just look at him. He's just absolutely clapping on Ixie. The scouts are doing so much work. Tiger's been there the entire time, and he's not dying at all. Nuthouse does find a kill onto Tomas, but Tiger just single-handedly wins the mid by standing in front of 4 people and just not budging.
That's a real shame as well, because I kind of expected that the scout matchup might have been a bit closer, or at least that's what Global Clan would be leaning against for most of this game. But yeah, the scouts on that mid did look like a tower and above the other scouts.
Yeah, Tiger just kind of stood there and they couldn't kill him, and then he kind of won the mid, forced them out on their own. It is even Ubers, so it's not as bad as it could be for Global Clan. They can just kind of sit around, maybe wait for an off-class or just sack someone in, as they did just cap the middle point. Nobody really has an advantage anymore. Just kind of looking to see who's going to be able to find an angle first into the enemy team. It looks like Lucas, Happy, might want to walk towards grass here.
Yeah, it's good old-fashioned slow push, just doing it like how Mama used to make, and boy, God, Mama hurts. Troy knocked down to the lower classes. He's going to be brought back to the world of the living, but Pappy's already gained some ground off this and killed off Fugazi.
Yeah, so KN going down pretty early on, but they do manage to trade a kill onto Captain. Oh, never mind, because Nuthouse is dead as well. Tiger finds a kill onto Troy, and now they're 3 dead on Global Clan. They just kind of lose the DM fights, and they have to run out. Green Rab eats a little bit of spam, does manage to get out before catching the second rocket, but they lose Ixie as well. So now they're 2 scouts down and a soldier down. KN does spawn in time for last, but with a single player down now at this point, they're actually pushing in on last already.
Yeah, some nice rotating play here during that sort of slow push. They are going to get scout pressure already on there. Tiger's on the point with stickies. The Demoman decides to block it with his body instead of his stickies, and he will go down for that. Such a sin.
Greenrat had Uber, but he just wasn't really in a position to pop it. It didn't really do that much, which is a little bit unfortunate because you could have potentially stalled that out for a little bit longer, but Tiger just kind of stands at the point. Again, not really able to kill him, so that's a very quick round for Ascent already. We're on to the second mid-fight. That round took about 2 minutes, which is pretty short. Most rounds, Snakewater is known as being a little bit of a shorter map, but it looks like Pappy just wants to go in. He has a hot day tonight. He doesn't want to wait for anything. Right. Troy and Nuthouse are dead already. Captain is 11 HP, but Ixie's dead. Pappy does get taken down. KN dead. Smile is like 20 HP. Green Rat nowhere to be found. Oh no.
Oh, he has been found. He has
don't
been
do
found.
it to him.
Oh,
no.
Oh. It hurts the soul, doesn't it? Everyone identifies with that medic when you've been chased down like that. So that's a longer respawn for that guy compared to the rest of his teammates.
Yeah, that's not exactly optimal, but I seem to remember a very magical moment from last week where Jorge decided to check his Facebook messages or something instead of running into last spawn and just kind of died anyway. But we're not going to talk about that because Jorge's not even playing the game. Ascent now, they have 180% Uber charge. They are sitting up towards this right side area, trying to maybe take this through shutters. Uber's popped in. There we go. Scout and Demoman are through. Sentry gun taken down already. Stickies are being set across the truck, and there's actually no red players on the point, but maybe it doesn't matter. A nice bomb comes out of KN, does take down 1, but it's 3 in return. It's just a Demoman and a medic now at this point. Heavy is on the point, and he's just going to stand there, and he's going to get shot by 5 people at once. That's another round for Ascent. This is, you said you had the stopwatch earlier. I hope you're keeping time.
Yeah, hot damn. I just want to give a little shout out to Tiger. I like that little double back play he made where it looked like he was backing out, but he actually circled over the Heavy's head and then went to Smile's blind side, which was actually his front side, gets him in the dome and kind of turns the tide from there, because you need a demo man like that up for that defense.
So this time around, third mid of the game. The last couple of rounds have been really quick, actually, from Ascent. Double bombs coming across with the soldiers. Kind of, maybe that's going to change a little bit, because Tiger gets caught out immediately, but Captain is a nice little rocket onto the soldier. He hasn't actually been able to follow it up. Troy lives there, with Thomas going down as well. Captain dead. Classy taken down by KN. This is looking like a mid-fight victory for Global Clan, as Pappy and Lucas is going to find one kill onto Troy. Pappy just going to jump around. He's in onto Green Rab, hits one rocket, surfs it away. 80 HP, Tiger's up, and he's playing Engineer.
Yeah, definitely caught on the back foot there. The Tiger did not expect to have like a synced rocket, a synced sticky, and some shotgun fire all in one go at the start of that mid. And with him dying down, you could see the sort of disposition of Ascent change there. They were like, are we still committing to this? But they didn't have a choice in the matter. They ended up just getting rolled over.
Yeah, I mean, so right now it's actually pretty favorable for Global Clan. They have about a 50% Uber charge advantage. They are going to walk into this left side. Sniper on Thomas will maybe do something, but Uber's popped out. Sentry got taken down by Tiger. Stickies are on the point, but that's a soldier bombing in so far forward. There's a lot of space. Lucas is taken down. Troy's going to find a kill onto a scout. Captain dead as well. That is a scout on the capture point. It's just Thomas and Classy left alive. Thomas does get one kill, but if you're not standing on the point, you can't block the capture, and they actually get around. Yes, lads, and Poggers coming out in chat. Or excited.
Well, I'll be damned. I guess I'm going to eat the most humble pie on the planet now, as they have actually got around onto the board. But it was very well played. They also played it correctly going into that last push as well. They just kind of avoided the point with the demo man and just forced this weird interaction where Pappy had to go for them rather than the point, and it kind of fell from there.
So this time around on mid, Captain is going to walk with that.
Oh my god!
He doesn't get the kill. Maybe it doesn't matter. He's like 14 HP. TurboTabs, they're going to lose this mid after Captain does that.
Oh my god.
Don't do it to him.
That's 200 health away from his pride though. Oh, Fugazi, he's still alive despite getting double air shot. He's been healed back and now he gets a double kill. Oh, woe is they. Oh, Lucas accidentally bumping into himself and then bumping into his own pipe. That Iron Bomber really is a big hitbox if it can hit himself.
Oh no, I think this game is devolved. Maybe the speedrun isn't there anymore. Maybe it's just like, I'm not allowed to do this, but if you guys like go on YouTube right now and search for circus theme, put that in the background. Maybe I think that's appropriate music in the current situation, because Ascent kind of fumbled that mid. Captain goes for the air shot, because of course you go for that air shot. That was crazy. But Pappy is taken down. KN 1 HP. Finally taken down by Tiger with the shotgun. Uncle Dane's in the building, and Captain might not be anymore. He's gonna leave. Doesn't quite get that frag, as it is actually even Uber's TurboTabs. So it's technically even. Maybe it's fine. Having a little bit of fun. It's really cool air shot. Didn't do anything. They lost the mid, and then Lucas. Sometimes you just get got.
Nice little body shot to follow up on Lucas's damage there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll try and size up Ascent and figure out if they're playing a bit sloppy or if it's just GlobalClan just kind of picking up the pace a little bit here. Might be a bit of column A, a bit of column B, but we'll see how much the column C, the sniper class, will kind of influence things now.
So this sniper is actually looking in the wrong direction. Ixie has spawned up on a counter sniper in return. He's gonna be walking into lobby very slowly. This is one of those weird sort of games of cat and mouse where neither sniper really wants to reveal himself, but it looks like Captain is gonna find a kill onto Troy instead. Sticky's all over one side of the point.
Well, they're aware of each other now. Oh, 2 HP warrior. He got out. It's like it never happened though. He picked up a health pack, and they're just holding this second point from an arm's reach. Oh, almost had the sight line on Lucas there. But no, nobody's daring to push forward.
So this is the good part of Snakewater, where pushing into last is It's not impossible, but it's really difficult. You can see Captain's just kind of poised around on the shutters. He's going to be able to do so much damage as people come in, require you to pop the Uber almost immediately. You see them trying to walk lower here on Global Clan, but Pappy and Captain do so much spam damage. Maybe they die in return, maybe Troy lives with 12 HP, and maybe they're calling BS.
Ooh.
But Smile is dead in return.
Yeah, it was a synced shot between the sniper and the rocket as well. It's probably going to happen again. Tomas hitting a lot of these body shots. And might actually redeem himself with a headshot now if he looks around the corner. Oh, actually gets domed himself. Thank God for buffs. Wandum.
Yeah, I mean, this is the really cool part where you start questioning about whether or not you should just pick up your Highlander career as sniper versus sniper is because here's the thing, right, Turbo? Playing
Okay.
sniper in TF2 is actually pretty fun until the enemy has a good sniper. Because sniper versus sniper is one of the most obnoxious things I've ever had to do in a video game. It's just kind of waiting. What is Lucas doing right now? He's dead.
Yeah, they're just kind of waiting for these snipers to make their magic right now. It's kind of sucks for Tomas because Ixie is Italian and they were born with a mouse in their hands when it comes to this game of any hit scan weaponry. So we'll see if he can still make the magic happen. I still believe very, very much so that sniper v sniper is still a good thing you want to pull off, even if there's a difference in skill gap, because it still puts a lot of pressure on that enemy sniper. Oh, almost gets him there, but again, these stinking buffs.
Yeah, I mean, as somebody who absolutely crumbles every time there's a sniper on the opposing team, when I'm sniping myself, it's such an added pressure because you know you have to deal with them. Sniper is the best at taking care of other snipers because they stand still and they're easy to click on. Because of that, you end up in these really cool situations where you want to kill the other guy without him knowing you're there. But when you're trying to push it to a last point that's essentially impossible, everyone knows pretty much all of the sniper sightlines coming into Snakewater and out of Snakewater as well. It's hard. But that's where we are at the moment. So, 6 minutes left of this round now. And the round timer is ticking down.
Yeah, usually when the rounds go on for this long, or these points go on for this long, we start to peel back away from the gameplay and start getting to the mental fortitude of these teams and players. And I think at this point, if you're GlobalClan, you're just so impressed that you actually get them back to this last point. And this is a point where you could equalise the rounds out. I don't think they're going to give up this second point for any reason. I don't think they're going to push in unless all the cards are in GlobalClan's favour.
Oh, so difficult. You pretty much need every single advantage you can get. You need look outside, wait for the full moon in order to push properly. As Ascent are trying to do the reverse, and unfortunately, I don't know about you, maybe because you're in the UK, it's pretty much the same, but right now in Denmark it's raining. So I can't tell if there's a full moon or not, but there's probably not.
Who knows? It would be very seasonal, you know, Halloween, October, all that jazz. Oh, another snipe off. Still just waiting for these players to get the first kind of full body shot off, and it's hard. It's hard to dedicate that much time into one sight line and have another sniper peek at it. I think we're going to have to start thinking outside the box if we're either one of these two teams there. I don't think the snipers are coming up trumps.
Ixie did manage to find a nice little headshot onto Lucas. Lucas got a little bit bored and a little bit aggressive as he tried to peek forwards through left side. Ate a headshot.
Alright, the door's going to open. If he can predict where Ixie's going to be on the other side of this door. Oh no, there goes the full body shot, so now it's not going to kill anymore.
He had the angle there, but unfortunately there were just players shooting at the door waiting for him. They couldn't quite get it. Now Tomas looking lower here. He's supported by his team as well. Ascent know the game. They're just going to keep playing it. They don't really have an advantage. They have a guy who played with Cadus. You think they're ever going to push? Troy is dead. Is that enough?
I don't think it is enough. I think they're not going to push out unless they might send Captain in, which Captain's going to give it a good college try, but it's hard to get into this sort of second point. Actually, Pappy's going to get in. He's got a much better position. He's got...
Oh, green rat!
Oh my god. What? I thought
he
you
had
saved.
so much time, TurboTabs. He had literal seconds to press the button on his mouse.
I flicked the camera away. Did he die to fall
He
damage?
was falling down, and he had like more than a second to right-click, pop the Uber, and survive. But he didn't. He dropped instead.
I mean, maybe he got his calculator out. Maybe he thought, like, I have enough HP or something. But I guess not.
As I was saying, guys, if you get bored of this game, oh, Pappy is dead. Tiny URL.
Oh, Fugazi. Oh, Fugazi. Well, that's short-lived. They could have maybe well, they can't really make a push out of it. They've still got an Uber advantage down, haven't they? So they'll just go into a healthy, big, scary Uber. So we'll delay the time, though, and make this Uber quite useless.
I mean, Global Clan, with that 2K coming out of KN, they do delay it a little bit. Pappy is going to spawn, so I think the push should be coming in fairly soon. They want to get this force off, but look at KN taking the fight with Captain in lower, delaying him once again. They really want that push out of Captain, but they're not quite able to get it. Pappy now might just have to settle for a frag onto Nuthouse. They are so far back, sitting in grass right now. Thomas is taken down by Sticky Traps. This is pretty much the only thing Global Clan could do. They are at 90% Uber. Maybe this time Greenrab's actually going to keep it, but look at that ball! He doesn't give any cares. Another kill coming in onto Smile, and that is dirty.
Oh my god, that was some surgical sort of timing between Lucas and Pappy. I saw it a second before, and I could see the collapse. I saw the explosion before it happened, and it was just as a wonder to see as it was the whole... Oh my god.
So 2 soldiers actually sack in as well. Try to go for something. Nuthouse dying as well. I don't think that was coordinated. Already had 2 soldiers setting them back into choke. That scout not able to do anything, announcing himself really early. Backcap wasn't going to do anything. Those stickies spotted out as well, scattered all over the place. If Classy just walks on them right now, it'd be really funny, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So
Have they still not used this Uber, by the way? I just want to quickly clarify. I think they've still got this Uber from the last
Yeah,
point.
I think Greenrab's just dead twice, so they haven't had to pop it yet.
My god, it's just it's like a VIP Uber. Get down, Mr. Uber.
So Greenrab should be building up. He's 100% right now. They're going to push this in anyway. This is a secret tech against Global Clan. It's just assume Greenrab doesn't have Uber, but never mind. Look at that. He right-clicked. Absolute magic as Global Clan do become invincible for now. Ascent, actually, they really like to push back in after the Uber because they're really good at getting better position post-Uber. But unfortunately, it looks like Global Clan, Troy and Ixie come in, clean up 3 members out of Ascent right now. Tiger's 7 HP, tries to dances around himself. He just goes down. It's only Pappy and Captain left alive. I'm not quite sure where they are, actually. Oh, never mind. Look at Captain. He's in onto Greenrab. Hits 1 rocket, doesn't quite hit the second. Greenrab, 4 HP, counting his lucky star.
Oh, no! Get down! Sit down, Greenrab! How dare you survive? Oh my god, the stickies! Lucas is just on point with these stickies and the timings with his soldiers as well. I mean, it can't be an accident. These are just very well timed sort of spam points alongside the soldiers.
I don't want to call this bullying, but this isn't very nice out of Ascent. Greenrab's going to spawn once again. He's going to walk into Pappy one last time. Oh, that feels like a round that Global Clan had in the bag, and they just like Ascent just like, you know the meme where the guy's holding something and then the other guy says, "It's mine"?
No, this is mine. Alright, so Global Clan though, they have been pulling a lot of punches. They have been doing pretty well. Like, actually getting Ascent to bleed here and there, and not just talking about rounds, I'm talking about fight. It's actually transitioning. So Global Clan, I'm on board, okay? I think we can definitely make a good go of this. And these mids, they've been doing okay so far. You've got Captain okay, well, let's completely 180 that. Let's just go backwards and pretend that this mid fight never existed.
A lot of early kills onto Lucas as well, but then unfortunately towards the end, Ascent is combined, they clean up kills. Pappy hits a really nice air shot as well. I feel like maybe...
Oh no. Oh no, actually he's fine. Okay. I just assumed the soldier barreling that, oh god, 2 scouts.
Ooh. Yeah, that's gross. The soldier tries to jump in, Troy does maybe something, but probably nothing. Tiger finds a kill onto Smile as well. Troy is 50 HP. KN wants to kill these scouts, does manage to get kill onto Tiger. Tomas cleans it up. That's a wipe. That's an extended wipe. Classy has Uber and Greenrab just spawned. But they have to cap mid first.
It's extremely stressing when you're dealing with scouts that are just bouncing off the walls like electrons practically. It doesn't even seem like it makes sense, their movements over on Ascent, as they're coming from behind, coming from forward, coming from everywhere, and it's just awful to deal with. They're going to start walking in left though, and let's see what they can do with this Uber.
So Thomas actually gets killed early on, but look at that. That's a Lucas jumping forwards into the entire enemy team. He actually doesn't do that much damage. Nuthouse does get taken down as well. However, that Smile, he tries to get on the point, but he finds Tiger instead. Now Tiger claims the point as his own. Fortunately, there were stickies on it. Lucas is trying to bone the enemy medic with the skull, as he doesn't quite get that kill onto Green Rab. He is alive, so Log is kind of saved, but that's another round for Ascent.
This is very reminiscent of the Week 1 game. GlobalClan kind of come in, guns are blazing, everyone's quite impressed and like, oh my god, they're actually doing pretty well, but they kind of lose steam as the game draws out a little bit, and I'm getting those same similar vibes in this Snakewater map, and just, surely it can't be a trend, right? Maybe it's just lucky. Oh my god, there goes Ixie all the way out of the map, launched out of there, and this map is, well, this mid, it's over.
Now, especially that happened last week as well. There was a really funny mid on Process where Lucas, captain, just kind of showed up, killed 3 players in the enemy team before the mid even began. Lucas managed to kill Green Rap there, by the way, as I'm talking about other stuff. Lucas kind of ends the mid before it begins. It's now Pappy and Classy versus the world, actually, right now. It's a soldier in Saw. Can they kill him? It's a soldier versus a scout. Troy's going for funny rockets.
Troy has them cut off though. Very nice rockets coming in from Troy now. Raining Hellfire. Oh, Pappy is no, that's not Pappy. That's Captain. Captain's joined the fight, and he's going to get Ubered up, and he can kind of walk Classy out of that fray. But I'm not sure if they can keep pushing with this. It depends on whether or not Fugazi can get a lot of good follow-up on this.
This is really good position. But they're not getting the kills. Okay, there we go. Never mind. Classy does get taken down. Thomas taken down by Ixie as well. I feel like Ixie actually pulling a lot of weight. That's Tiger getting a kill into KN. Does that really matter? Okay, never mind, because Captain's killed Ixie. They've just managed to bully out the enemy team without a medic.
They can make the repush though. They can definitely make the repush. I think they were a bit worried about any bombers and and rightfully so. Pappy will take out Smile, but could be worse. Could have lost the medic.
I think what we're seeing here is that Ascent, like as we stated earlier, I think their DM is just vastly superior to the enemy team. There's not really a lot you could do if, like, for most teams in Prem. I really don't think there's a lot of shame in getting this destroyed by Tiger and Thomas, because, like, that's probably what they're gonna do to most of Prem this season anyway. I see Kunu in the chat. Maybe he has something to say about it, but he's not playing Ascent this week, so we'll never know about that matchup.
Oh, okay. Why? What was going through the mind of Green Rab there? Because it looked like they wanted to do a solid scout Uber, 100% advantage, and just go in with it solo style. But Green Rab got cold feet there, and he just
do it to him.
Just left.
Oh. Thomas just did the thing where he like shot the sticky before it dead and then killed the demo man afterwards just to taunt him. That was gross.
Oh, actually, I think I know what happens there. I think maybe they thought the medic still had that sort of scout speed buff, that taxi mode, where you just take the Uber in and then you just follow the scout around. But you're a medic now. You're very slow in this 37th season of ETF2L.
Yeah. That is true. We did change some rules, but I think so far, honestly, maybe it's impacting it more in the favor of GlobalClan, honestly. Because Ascent, if their medic was a little bit faster, I feel like they would have been able to capitalize a lot more and not just, like, blindly run into the enemy team and, like, hopefully they kill. They just all die to the enemy team. They try to walk forwards. I feel like Troy getting a little bit over-aggressive here once again. Has to watch out because Lucas just randomly air pipes him. So he tries to get out. This is a hard game to play.
Yeah, this puzzle's kind of tearing apart at the seams here. It's kind of falling, and it's not really looking at your traditional TF2, as everybody's just kind of entering the blender and scrambling together, and there's rockets, there's blood, and there's random popping, and there's some chasing as well, but I think now things are going to settle down. They're going to realise that such a massive advantage is going to calm the Blood and the Ascent squad, to actually calm things down, right? Right?
Right? I mean, there's 6 minutes left at this point, right? So realistically, like, what's gonna happen? I feel like I don't want to say that it's GG, but like with 3 rounds and 6 minutes, pretty much as fast as you can possibly do it. Captain right now capping second with his scout, smiling and saying a yes to him, as the rest of his team should just be pushing forwards into the last hit. They do have an overcharge advantage. It is popped right now. Thomas is in onto the flank hit, trying to get some kills. Pappy actually goes down immediately. That's Thomas taken down as well. Lucas once again is dead, and I'm starting to wonder here, TurboTabs. Are Ascent trolling, or are they just not very good at pushing last?
I think they're kind of being a bit sloppy with things. They kind of Ubered in immediately. They didn't really have to. They were looking for Smile a little bit, but Smile was busy looking at a trap down bottom, and when they finally found him, they couldn't quite hit those shots onto him, and all of that took all the aggro away from the rest of GlobalClan, who just cleaned them up. And now they're just really dedicated to fights that they have no right in dedicating themselves to, and they're losing points because of it.
Walk-in tried to take that fight onto second. They didn't really have any business tried to take it. They're just kind of hoping they win it anyway. We have seen that a few times this game already, where Ascent takes some fights, and because they're just kind of better players with really good aim, they just win it anyway. But I think GlobalClan, I think what we are seeing some sparks of light from them. It's not like they're completely rolling over and just falling flat on their faces, but it's not. I mean, they're losing to Ascent. But at least, you know, like, they're playing the game, and they're doing a lot of things correctly, I feel, but they're just not quite able to get over the finish line.
They're getting baited in by the sniper. No, they're not really going all as a unit. I think once they realise that the sniper was on the field, they need to make an entire effort across the entire team to go across and go, well, across. Go aggressive. Go, go, go. But no, Tiger was just had free reign and he could just do whatever he wants. And that just kind of slowly assured the fight from there.
So Ixie right now is staring at a doorway. You can see a sticky trap on the other side. As the stickies do that, not managing to find anyone. But Lucas is going to sticky it up. All of them take the back spawn. This sniper has to find something. But remember, 3.5 minutes left for 3 rounds. It is GG. We are in dead time. We've been in that for a little bit at this point. Just a matter of, like, how many rounds Ascent want to win. And I feel like, judging by the end of this game, I don't think they really care. As Lucas just, I mean, there's a lot of, I think people are laughing during this game.
Yeah, it is going a little clown town right now. I mean, right now it's been like clown town for a little bit, but hey ho. I mean, the result still stands. They will walk away with the full fat points, and okay, well,
yeah,
5 rounds now.
Yeah, Thomas and Captain just walking through lower, cap around, because GlobalClan weren't looking.
Oh boy, the direct hits out, baby. Let's go. Fugazi.
Lucas is rolling out with a shield as well. Does a really cool pipe jump. This is going to be a mid to remember. I want to see a crazy air shot out of this direct hit.
See, the context matters in a game like this, but the context doesn't matter on YouTube, man.
Lucas, please.
We're going
Don't
in.
do it to him.
Oh god, what's going on?
That was cool, but didn't do anything.
He got a pipe, which was kind of nice, and he's in a place that not too many demo men like to hold out, but he's getting direct hitted by Fugazi. He's going to have another crack at it, though. Oh my god! Hi YouTube! Hi YouTube! How's it going?
Oh, we were talking about Happy Cool earlier before the cast went live, and I feel like his spirit, I really hope he's in chat. That's just one of those. I feel like this is Operation Bully Green Rap. It's not fun. Maybe it's a little bit funny. I think it's very funny.
I mean, what do you do when you've just got a speeding demo man kind of running at you and then throwing these sort of iron bomber pipes? There's no escape, is there?
So, like, if you just take away the stickies, which is obviously the skill weapon, it just makes it overall an easier class. And then you also get the funny Reddit people who can say Demo Knight TF2 in chat right now, please.
Plus,
There's a minute left.
It's amplified by the fact that Lucas is the Iron Bomber meme guy as well. You just take away the stickies, he's at 100% power.
He's gonna run forward into a wall, does absolutely 0 damage. I feel like KN really not sort of utilizing the direct hit to its full advantage, because I feel like what he's doing most of the time is he's just sitting back and just kind of spamming things and hoping people walk into his stupid, really fast rockets. But instead, I feel like what a really crucial play with direct hit is that you can just kind of turn a corner, run directly into a scout and one-shot him. And that's really powerful surprise potential, as I feel like people on Ascent are just kill binding right now.
Well, you are correct, they are. This is probably the trashiest of trash time I've ever seen, as it is just trash gameplay. The longest time the trash time can actually go, and we're just getting all the unlocks out, everybody's kind of throwing themselves all over the place, but it's over. It's finally over. At least for this map.
One map to go. I feel like, okay, so here's the thing. I think we saw proper TF2 for the first 5 minutes, and then Lucas accidentally killed himself with a pipe, and everything just kind of went downhill from there. Then we stood at last for like 10 minutes. It was really boring. People had enough, and they just started having fun. Ascent, I think in the first 2 rounds, I think they clearly displayed why they were and still are very much the better team. They just had superior players, superior understanding of the game, better coordination. I mean, Pappy and Lucas are kind of doing GlobalClan dirty right now.
It's hard to judge in games like this, because how much of it is just sloppy gameplay by, accident, or how much of it is sloppy gameplay by design, where they're just kind of thinking, it'll be fine, let's just go in there, no problem, and all this. Or what happened if those are just genuine points where Classy got caught out and was not supposed to stand in places where he stood? And same for these points that GlobalClan point over. So I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to GlobalClan. I'm going to say like the points that they were winning were coming down to GlobalClan actually playing really well. And actually, it feels like they were outsmarting Ascent in a few places. And even if though Ascent were playing a bit dumb, I'm going to assume that they were still trying in the grand scheme, and they were just getting a bit outplayed in places.
Yeah, but I think that's just kind of one of the things you have to remember. We could take a look at some logs if you want to, but to sort of finish my point before we really go into that is I think that you can go into a game like Ascent, but because the players on Ascent are so much better, even if you make the right play, with players of the caliber like Pappy, like Lucas, like Thomas, like Tiger, like Captain, you're just kind of going to go for the right play, and sometimes it doesn't matter because they're just going to outplay you anyway. You're going to take a fight that's favorable for yourself, and then Captain's just going to hit every rocket. Tiger's just going to hit like 5 meat shots in a row, and it doesn't matter that you're 3 people. You only have a collective maybe like 550 HP. He hits 5 of those meat shots. Most of you are dead. So taking that in mind, also looking at these logs, I think, again, it's important to remember that maybe the first 15 minutes of this game was serious, and we had like 15 minutes of dead time.
Well, I think we need to say that Snakewater is not one of Smile's maps, because he had a tough time on the previous week 1 on the Snakewater map as well. I was thinking, he's got another week of this map. Maybe he can like kind of improve or shadow buns. It's a bit cool for me to call out his performance in a game like that against Ascent. But it's not too many times you see a Demoman bottom DMing,
Yeah, but I think it's also just important to remember that he is playing up against Lucas, who's widely considered to be the best Demoman in Europe. Maybe not, potentially not the world. You have to be a big European fanboy or just not watch North America to believe that. But it's he definitely has a really tough task ahead of him, even if he was to play serious. I think Lucas is pretty much as scary as it's going to get.
I'm not asking him to be better than Lucas. I just want him to be better than somebody else, anybody. Just someone with better damage. He's got like AoE damage as a class, and yet he's got bottom damage. It's a bit weird.
Damage Green Rab.
Oh, well, fair enough. Okay, checkmate. Well done, King Me.
Green Rab only has single target damage. It's unfortunately, I think once again, we are heading. That was Snakewater, actually, as we should be slowly but surely heading into Viaduct. See the players are kind of loading into it so far, as they are just trying to get some configs sorted right now. Viaduct's going to be interesting, because here's the thing. We have to see 3 rounds, and they have to be at least 3 minutes long. But it depends how early Ascent want to go to bed. You know, I feel like that's what this is going to end up as.
Okay, so we're just going to have the traditional fake ready up from both of these teams, but what questions are running through your mind right now, Wandum, when you're going into a product map, if you're either of these teams?
My question, honestly, is who are Ascent going to run on scouts? Because I feel like you are in a situation where it is possible for one of the other Ascent players to go scout and then run Thomas on sniper. Captain, obviously, actually really good on scout, as legendary players who've been around for a little bit will know the legends of the Captain shotgun. We are live, however. This is map 2. I'm going to try to hype it up a little bit. ETF2L, Premiership, Week 2, GlobalClan.EU, Ascent.EU, map 2. Snakewater was a little bit of a rollover. But here onto Viaduct. Lucas starting off early with the loose cannon, getting a kill onto Smile.
Oh my god, I've never seen so many people die so early on before the control point's even unlocked as well, and they try and go for some counter-aggression by throwing in the rest of the units they had just to try and take somebody out over on Ascent. And they did take out Lucas, but it's just not a good enough pick to justify all that bloodshed.
Yeah, unfortunately not. You can see now Ascent just setting up a forward hold here. They have a scout building on one side, Pappy with his medic as well. Some sticky traps, never mind. He's going to back it off a little bit because Tiger is going to go down. That's a soldier going in right now in onto the medic. They did get that force onto Classy. Green Rab.
Oh my god, Fugazi. He did get a lot of shots onto an Ubered thing, Seabear. But, oh god, it's just a shame that he just was Ubered in on top of Green Rab, and Green Rab had to take a fat Ubered soldier and went down for the cause.
So it is 2 soldiers up against a scout on Viaduct middle, which is a really hard fight to win as a soldier, honestly. Nuthouse does get taken down, but that's the rest of GlobalClan actually walking in. They can pressure Ascent off this point. Looks like they are doing it, but they're not able to get that cap. Happy does so much damage towards the enemies. Tiger's head raises a rocket there. There we go. Captain does get a kill onto Ixie. Without a scout on Viaduct middle, this gets super difficult. Smile 1 HP as well. They're walking in. Look at Pappy. He's so far in. Gets that kill onto Green Rab. Damage not quite enough for the rest of the team, but doesn't really matter. Taking out the medic.
A bit sad in that it feels like not everybody's on the same wavelength on GlobalClan. Like, they had a bit of mid-presence there where Ixie wanted to kind of push across point or kind of defend from point, but the flank had other ideas. They wanted to hang back a bit more and play a bit more defensive, and it kind of left them blindsided to this captain flank who just rolled in, killed Ixie, and the dominoes started falling from there. So they need to kind of maybe go back to the drawing board and figure out why you want to hold these flank positions.
Troy just like got some gameplay. They actually get the force out of Classy, then they also get the kill onto Classy. Lucas is dead as well. Tiger and Pappy, the only 2 players remaining. Tiger dead as well. It's just Pappy's versus the world right now.
They know though. They know. Oh, there's only one place he can
oh my god, Smile, from. Please. Okay, there we go. It's fine. Everything's okay. So they actually managed to get the cap. That's 51 seconds for Ascent already. GlobalClan are getting to set up on the point right now. They have an overcharge advantage. They could be a little bit more aggressive, but it looks like they're not quite willing to do so. The spawners are just a little bit early out of Ascent. They're going to stand behind the point. This is actually Ascent fairly easy for them to force out here onto Green Rab, actually.
I like their posturing here on GlobalClan. They want to go aggressive with you, but I thought they want to go aggressive with the Uber, but not everybody's on the flank again. And now Green Rab has to pop the Uber anyway in this dire situation. They are cleaning up the kills here and there because Ascent were kind of just a bit confused on why they didn't pop the Uber earlier when they were going aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like they should have been able to take a fight there had the medic just been positioned a little bit further forward. Green Rab did have that Uber. I think Smile would have been able to do a lot of damage. Unfortunately, the combo just not quite communicating properly. That's a 1 rocket onto Green Rab. It looks like he is still alive for now. Ascent are back in control of that point. Troy is taken down, but that's a scout. Tomas is dead as well. Captain does try to bomb in here, but those rockets are actually pretty nice right now, coming out of Global Clan. They get the force. Green Rabbit taken down. In the meantime, I think Lucas is going to get killed. Ixie dead as well, as Nuthouse and Smile have found the wrong side of the map.
Well, I think they wanted to go aggressive with Uber, and rightfully so. They got the Green Wrap kill, but they left their backline kind of weak and susceptible as they were succumbed to a flank at the same time. If they moved everybody together as a unit during that sort of little push, you can sidestep that because there is no backline because you are all the front line. But they decided to just split up their units instead, and it kind of fell apart for Ascent from there, despite having a Uber.
I mean, it feels again like that when they click, it looks amazing, but I can't tell whether or not Lucas is trolling with these. Surely he's trolling with the loose cannon. Captain's losing 1v1 to a scout on the flank. It looks like he isn't even going to get taken down. Ixie does get killed in return. Pappy bombs forward, gets huge damage on to the soldier there, who doesn't quite manage to find the kill. Is a scout going to be taken down? Tiger and Tomas, they're just running all over the enemy team right now.
Oh, okay, Smile really wants to hold on to the point here. It makes me a bit worried and scared for him, however. Oh, actually, he's pulling it off. He's living. Okay, well, I don't know anything about TF2, it seems. And yeah, just mans up, pulls it off, and they hold on to the point for another day.
You can't die to Tiger Scout if you just shoot him off the map.
It's overtime, that's why. He needs to make that play. That makes a lot more sense now. So if they lost that midpoint, they would have lost the game. So they're going to go for it. They popped both Ubers off of both of these teams now, but they've actually swapped sides. There we go.
Yeah. Fortunately, GlobalClan not quite able to get on the cap in time. They did all get taken down. That Uber was forced out of Green Ramp. He was popped down so low, it's really hard for him to play sort of anywhere close to the rest of his team. As soon as his Uber faded, the rest of his team just kind of shortly followed. All died, and then round just kind of got captured from there. That is 1-up for Ascent so far. As are onto the second mid-fight of the game. Troy actually really aggressive here onto the enemy team, but it looks like he's just going to jump into the scouts. Both soldiers are in. Troy dead as well. That's KN, 23 HP in the enemy spawn, and Pappy is taken down. I wonder what's going to happen here on this mid. It looks like they're on Ascent, posturing around, waiting for that jump coming out of KN. He's going to try to take this fight with Captain, but you don't take fights with the King. So Lucas is taken down right now. Captain gonna bomb in so far forwards. That's a decent damage, actually. Unfortunately, doesn't quite manage his rockets properly. Uber does get forced out of Green Wrap. Classy, only 87%.
Oh, no.
Get one kill to Tomas. But I think with this... Oh, never mind. They're killing players. They should be able to let us...
Oh, my.
Ascent just kind of walk forward here.
Oh my god! Get fucking destroyed, Smile! God, that was a hold up there, boy. Well, I'm not done with you, and we kind of stopped him there.
It's
well, that was very sloppy throughout all of that. Apart from that air shot, though, that was crisp. But it just looks like everybody's a bit disjointed about what they want to do, and they're going in with different classes at different points. That was very optimistic to push against that forward hold there. I mean, it was a kind of a suicide wave in a sense, but you think they picked different doorways slightly, but.
They jumped into like 3 rockets at once. Like Pappy and Captain both hit a direct while they also walked into 2 scouts cleaning up, and Lucas are kind of raining damage all over them. And as KN's on Pyro, but Lucas has managed to find a kill onto Ixie. 1 reflect rocket onto a scout here out of KN. So he is actually going to force the enemy back a little bit. Tiger dead as well. So with the demo dead and a scout, maybe Ascent want to walk a little bit back right now. This Captain's just going to jump a little bit forward, try to sort of poke, maybe sort of feint the enemy. They're actually just going to settle up on this midpoint. Right now, Uber is popped out of Classy. Green Wrap still has the Uber. Hasn't quite popped it yet. Demo Man does drop really low. There we go. The counter Uber's popped, but that's a lot of players flash. Ixie not quite able to find the kill onto Captain before finally just now there's a scout just running forwards. Troy taken down. Tomas does get a kill onto Troy there, but Lucas and Captain are dead right now. There's nobody with Classy. Actually, Nuthouse tries to get a kill onto him. Unfortunately, doesn't quite hit the shots. Tiger dead as well. Back up. As more fights are being taken, but I'm not sure who they're actually going to favor in the end. Smile is dead.
A lot of overextending in this game. All they really want the classic kill. He's not going to go down though, and they're probably going to lose the midpoint because of these two overextensions. And this is a very interesting game for all the wrong reasons, Wandum. Like, it seems like everybody's doing all these interesting decisions, and the ones that are clearly wrong seem to be working out, and the ones that are kind of right are not working out. Okay, and then here comes the Troy bomb from the flank. Gets the classic kill.
Yeah, Lucas and Smile just kind of stared at each other while Lucas tried to load his cannons. Didn't quite work.
Captain's in.
He's gonna not be in anymore. So Pappy's up somewhere. Just gonna get found as well in connector.
Well, Pappy would kind of jump with his buddy there, but again, everyone just seems to be like on separate bubbles from each other. Everyone is so disjointed from what they want to pull off.
Mirap has Uber here. They can do something. They can hold onto Thomas.
They could hold closer if they wanted to.
They could. They could go fight them.
Dare I say, use the Uber. Okay, well, somehow Ascent are going aggressive.
Yeah.
And they're getting more kills. They have an Uber. They've popped it now. What is going on in this game? And now they're going to go backwards instead and deal with the flank. But the flank is fine because they've got out even though there's an Uber. Oh my god, I feel like I'm into the Twilight Zone of TF2.
Special pro tip about TF2 gameplay. If you have Uber Charge, you can right click to pop it and then your team doesn't take damage for a little while. It's really good when you want to walk forwards at the enemy team, especially when they don't have a counter. You can just kind of walk into them onto cliff there. Maybe the positioning's a little bit bad. You bomb a soldier onto the high ground, you just run a scout into them and it does so much damage. As right now, it's actually two more. It's Smile and Ixie dead again. Pappy just kind of challenging KN on the high ground, doesn't really care. Almost gets the kill. There we go. Thomas and Tiger follow it up. You know what I'm interested in, TurboTabs?
What's that, Wandum? I'm in suspense. Please tell me.
I don't know. I'm asking you for a prediction.
Oh, right. I'm just so confused. I'm just kind of keep looking at the burned ashes of some of these pushers over and over again and just wondering why. They have an Uber charge. They could go aggressive on it. They can see green wrap, but they just want to keep just playing this sort of ping pong game with each other. And I'm pretty sure medics don't know if they have Uber charge in this game.
Maybe they just agreed not to use it. Lucas finds the kill onto Nuthouse here. The round has actually run out of Ascent, so they usher forwards GlobalClan onto the point. It looks like they're just a little bit slow about it because Tiger actually is dead. That's a lot of damage mentioning with Pappy going down as well. Lucas kind of caught out here. He's no longer in the cannon, guys. He's no longer trolling. He's on the weapon that made him good in the first place, as they're just still dancing around the point here. Neither team's really able to find any frags. GlobalClan, you have a two-player advantage, but you're not able to walk in. Lucas is doing so much. There we go. Nice little rocket onto him out of KN, but maybe it's just not enough. The 3 dead now. Demo Man down for GlobalClan. Ascent should just be able to slowly walk this across with the superior damage.
Yeah, it's just poor little Ixie against the world, and oh my god, have you ever seen the world hurt so much? Oh no.
Oh. Alright.
I'm sorry, Wandum. Every time I'm like putting analysis, I feel like I'm just like the evil dad that just comes in, kicks the toys over and going like, you don't know how to play properly. Because I don't know, I feel I'm too critical against these teams. And Ascent is like a top squad, but I feel like everyone's just playing so lazily. Like, they can do these, they can push off these advantages, they can do this, but they don't want to, because that's hard. And they're just playing things kind of armchair TF2 and just kind of entering DM mode.
Well, I think on the side of Ascent, they kind of feel like they don't need to try, so why bother? It's 3 points, I guess. But at the same time, you're kind of right. We're looking at players, and they're building Legos, and they're having a lot of fun, and then we walk in and tell them it doesn't look very good. Like, you call this building Legos? I could do that in my sleep.
I mean, am I the bad guy? Am I the bad guy that's really, like, or is there just a depth of TF2 that I just don't understand here? And maybe I'm out of touch. Players, please message me after this game. Just tell me I'm out of touch, because I just feel like I don't understand all of these movements and gameplay choices.
So I actually spent a little bit of time at work during my lunch break watching a video about some AI, and the funny thing was that people were saying that it feels like, especially in chess...
Oh, Lucas!
Oh,
Lucas! Lucas! Big flag from the Lucas man, as he just came out and put the entire floor covered in stickies, and they had no clue, Wandum. No clue.
He had no clue. This is, Troy and Ixie are dead as well. This is sad. I lost my train. I was talking about chess. I don't remember. Who cares?
The AI is so smart that it could do something.
Feel random and dumb, but it's actually really big brain. But it's so big brain that you don't know why it's big brain.
Fair point, fair point. So maybe this is just the next TF2 AI machine.
Yeah.
Ascent and GlobalClan. Well,
people are going to study this 1,000 years in the future to understand what life was like in the 21st century. Oh no!
Oh, the bottle. He hits him with the bottle. They still came out of that winning. I'm a little shocked, but I guess it was a hard point. They entered the meat grinder at that point, and Ascent had the right positions. They were kind of towering over them, and Lucas just added a bit of flavour and style towards the ending there.
I mean, they won, I guess. This is, oh. Smile hits one pipe. Doesn't quite hit the second onto Pappy. That would have been cool. I feel like if there's anything you can walk away with from this game, if you are on the red side right now, is hitting a really cool air shot. Because maybe in 100 years, who will care about you getting points in an ETF2L official compared to you hitting a really cool air shot?
Ooh. You know what?
Those are the words I live by.
I've had some time to lament on it, Wandum, and maybe it comes down to these season 37 changes. Oh, Captain, he's actually on a streak here. Oh, I thought he was going to get a smile as well there. But yeah, I think it's the changes to the scout class and the whole medic taxi thing. You don't really want to take these Ubers on Viaduct, even when you have the advantage, because it's so hard just to kind of get your players from point A to point B and keep them Ubered, because the medicinal man is just so slow.
Actually probably right about that, but I feel like if there's a game where you don't really need to illustrate that, I feel like it's probably here because the scouts are just so outmatched.
Oh my, Troy, that was nice.
Oh yeah, nice little rocket there. Ixie, sniper.
Well, another round, another stalemate on the point. This is the
comeback!
The overtime has been enabled yet again, and Ascent, they're actually going to pull this off. Ixie's still sniping. Oh my god, is he sniping? He's just doming people.
Pause and fear.
Do we really need a pause at the final moments of this game? At this overtime?
I think TurboTabs right now, we have to realize that because this is paused a minute and a half in the future, guys, that means that Ixie is just going off right now. He's already hit a lot of headshots, actually. He's already kind of in the frag video. You heard what I said. Wait,
I just got a pop-up on my window. It says, if you want the full ending for product, please subscribe to TFTV Plus. This memberships can start as simple as $9.99 a month. God damn it, Enigma.
If you want to watch the rest of this game, you have to go you have to go on TFTV and make your name blue in the forums. It's a very secret strategy to unlocking the rest of this.
Don't tell people about that. The people are going to keep messaging me now. They still message me. How do I get blue name? How do I get nerd stars? That's my entire life. It's just these message inbox people just literally messaging me things. I'm not even that active on it, and yet they still message me every day like I'm the fucking genie in the bottle, granting them stars. Alright.
Yeah. Oh, we're on pause.
Suspense.
Ixie running into a scout. Okay, never mind. The sniper dream is dead. It's Tiger's 1v1ing a soldier here on the middle. Is he actually gonna lose this because he didn't load his pistol properly? Oh, there we go. Troy is taken down. There's a level 21 demo man walking around dead as well. Tiger pistol. Uber comes out. Happy actually dead so far. So is Classic.
Oh my god, credit where credit's due. GlobalClan, they're still keeping it alive. They're actually doing a wonderful job of just throwing bodies onto the point. And there you go. Overtime destroyed.
That house is dead. I don't know if you saw that, but that was a brief life there as Lucas just kind of charges in and deletes the enemy.
Man, I was hoping for some stopwatch TF2 because I think it's always impressive to see like efficiency at its mad rate. But Clown TF2, how can I analyze Clown TF2?
Do you know why it was TurboTabs? It's because Thomas probably had to leave to go to bed, and they're asking for a mark. TurboTabs isn't on the server anymore. It's a 5v6 right now.
It really isn't. Yeah, I didn't realise that my HUD supported such a thing where there's a question mark just flat out. They're just playing on. They're dealing with it. 5v6. Okay. I mean, if they lose now, it would be pretty damning and saddening.
Yeah, this would be a true tragedy. Okay, there we go. They unpaused again as the game is still going. Okay, Thomas is actually back. Never mind. Maybe he negotiated a little bit with his mother. I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing that he has to deal with, or is it just
maybe he genuinely thought the game was over and left.
Yeah, he was like, "Guys, you got this, right? You can just stand point."
You know, do you know when you just type in console quit and then you just bow out, drop the mic?
Oh no, Troy, don't. They're not having fun on Global Clan this game. I feel like there's a lot of. I feel like you could make at least a 2-minute frag video out of this game alone.
Well, they're going to get on top of the point now. They need to block it over on Global Clan, but I don't think they can kind of, even if they wanted to. And there we go, it's 3-0. There's that scoreline I was expecting. It was, again, sloppy, lazy, whatever sort of power words I can use. That evil dad will come in and kick over the Legos of these two teams, but...
It was a game. We did see TF2 played. However, I think the most important thing to remember is that Tiger was 2 damage away from getting 420 damage per minute. I just want to let that disappointment sink in of how close he was to legendary log status, and then just missed the mark by 2 damage. That's one pistol. That's like one scattergun spam across the map less, and he would have done it. TurboTabs.
I got a dad stat for you. I think everybody had fun this game, though. Everybody was enjoying themselves, definitely. I could see it in the hearts and hearts of these players. They were going bananas.
Yeah, I think ultimately there's not a lot of point to sort of talking about these logs. It's a 3-0. Ascent just kind of outclassed Global Clan every real raid. They weren't even trying. Felt like a lot of the time they were trolling. They kind of won anyways. And we should probably just, honestly, TurboTabs, I think we should just kind of end it.
Yes, please. Wandum, take us out of here. Let's go to TF2L.
Before we go, I got a very angry message from Archrhythm the other day asking me to remember to shout out the DreamHack community clash. I don't actually remember the full name off. Go to clash.tf or Archrhythm will send me angry Steam messages. With that, I think that's been it for now. That was week 2 Premiership, ETF2L season 36. GlobalClan.EU versus Ascent.EU. Ascent got all 6 points. It was barely even close. With that, we should go watch TFT TV 1 because I think that's probably more exciting. Good night, everyone.